I am going to be making a video to explain to you why exactly I have become a Plexus nut. I know that you've probably seen all of my posts and you're wondering why is the girl gone crazy? So anyway, I just want to let you know from my heart why I fully embraced Plexus. And in order to do that, I need to tell you a little bit about my health history. Beginning in 2012, I went to the doctor over 30 times or had some sort of a medical procedure done. I was experiencing heart palpitations, constant dizziness, surges of electricity that would go down my arm. I had stomach ulcers. I had reflux and heartburn that were completely out of control. I had severe IBS with severe stomach cramping, and I also had head-to-toe shingles. In the fall is when I had the shingles, and when I saw the dermatologist, she said that she believed I needed to see an immunologist or a oncologist because no one experiences that level of shingles outbreak unless you have a severely compromised immune system. So of course the only thing I'm thinking is she thinks I have cancer. And so I saw a immunologist, and she did a lot of testing for food allergies and that kind of thing. Couldn't really find anything. And then I was still seeing my gastroenterologist, and it was him who helped me to finally figure out and narrow down that I was allergic and having severe reactions to MSG and to basically all additives and preservatives in food. So I started eliminating anything that caused me problems, and I slowly started noticing that all of those things that I was experiencing were going away. I wasn't having the heart palpitations and the electricity, and all of those things were clearing up. And I finally got a prescription, the right prescription to get my heartburn and reflux under control, and I was feeling better than I had for a while, and I wasn't feeling great, but compared to where I'd been, it was a huge improvement, and I was happy about that. Then, in December of 2014, just a little over a year ago, I woke up one morning with a pain in my lower right side and back, and it got severe within several days. I saw the doctors a bunch of times again. Nobody could figure out what it was. I had several CTs done and nobody could figure it out. So I ended up being scheduled for a pelvic laparoscopy, which I had in January of last year. And at the time, they found that I had a small amount of endometriosis, and that I had a significant amount of scar tissue from my C-section. My uterus had been melded up to my abdominal wall. So she cut all of that, and everything looked fine on the inside. So that's what I went with, and just prayed that I would finally feel better. And once I healed from the surgery, I actually did. I felt really, really good, and I was so thankful that that had fixed me. And then one morning I woke up in April, and the pain was back, and it wasn't going away again. I had been, at that time as well, I had been experiencing really terrible gut pain, and I was having to use the bathroom in excess of 15 times each day. Finally, my gastroenterologist realized that I had C. diff, which is a potentially life-threatening bacterial infection in your colon. So it was finally treated for that, which helped a little bit with the pain getting my gut under control, but it didn't make it go away. And my friend Christy said to me one time, she said, I think that maybe it could be shingles, that you're having nerve damage, that you've experienced nerve damage from shingles. And I didn't want to believe that that could possibly be true, because there is no cure for that. So that would have meant that I would have to endure the pain I was in for another several years, and I couldn't even imagine for that to happen. I had also found some lumps in my abdomen, and so I had one of those removed in July. And as I was waiting for the results, I was really, really trying to trust the Lord completely, but I started to get a little bit worried that I may not make it to watch Addison graduate from high school. And it really scared me. But thankfully, the lump was a benign lipoma, which is basically just a piece of fatty tissue. So everything was totally fine with that, but it didn't really do much as far as my pain. It did actually help a little bit, but I wasn't really that confident that it was going to make a long-term difference. And it was at this time, this was early summer, I had also begun taking Plexus Probio 5 and BioCleanse. And one of the first things that I had started to notice was that after about 2 weeks, that I realized I had gone a couple days without needing to take a nap. And that was really, really big to me, because when I was needing to sleep so much, the word cancer just kept coming into my head, because there had been several people who I've known who have gotten cancer, and one of the first things before they even knew about it was that they were really tired all the time. So the fact that I wasn't needing to sleep every single day in the afternoon was a relief to my mind. And then slowly I actually started to need to use the bathroom less often, which was amazing, because I've been battling with IBS since I was a freshman in college. And then in late August, I actually decided I wanted to try the Plexus nerve. So I got some of those, and they at the beginning it was like, wow, this is pretty cool, because I'm able to do laundry and the dishes in the same day, and I am not in excruciating pain. Or I can go grocery shopping and actually carry my groceries in and not be laying out on the couch, because I've overdone myself by a lot. Since then, the pain has gotten, I still have it, I still experience pain every single day, but it's completely under control. I can do pretty much anything I want all day long. I take 2 or 4 of the Plexus Nerve and 2 Tylenol at night, and that's all the pain management that I'm needing right now, which is amazing. The conclusion that I've come to is that I probably am battling nerve damage from shingles, which I'm okay with now, because I'm not having to live without hope. As far as my gut, I feel healthy for the first time in a really, really long time. And this is the reason why I have decided that Plexus is for me, and that there are benefits that I believe that can help so many other people, and I just want you to know that as well.